Life is Strange Before the Storm is a prequel to 2015's Life is Strange. I actually played most of the original game on my channel back when I did Let's Plays, so you can check out those if you want to see failure at its finest. But Life is Strange was a good game. I greatly enjoyed it. But this video isn't about that game, it's about the prequel. So, since it's an episodic game, I'm going to make a video for each episode. The third episode will be like an all-in-all review, with episode 3 first before the final game. These will be shorter videos due to there not being much for me to discuss without going into spoilers. And I don't do spoilers. Except for that one time in the Outlast 2 review, but shush. Anyway, enough time wasted, let's get on to the review of episode 1, Awake. The main story for Before the Storm is set 3 years prior to the main game. You play as Chloe Price, a main character from the first game. The game is basically all about Chloe's relationship with Rachel Amber and their troubles together. The story is... it's good. It kind of trips and stumbles at the beginning, but it picks itself up and goes into a good run. There were times where the character motives seemed bizarre and relationships seemed pretty rushed, but it wasn't the kind of thing that really hindered my enjoyment of the game. Things that did hinder it, though, were some gameplay stuff. So, the gameplay is the standard for these types of games. Sections where you can walk around and interact with the environment and the people there. And the dialogue sections where you can get up to 4 options for you to say, each mapped to a face button if you're playing with a controller. There's also a special thing for Chloe where you can talk smack to certain characters to get your way. It's a pretty neat feature, but it kind of felt like a glorified QuickTime event, but with a little more thought. There are also little graffiti points where you can make tags. These seem to only be for achievements though. Now, all of this is fine and dandy, works out just fine, but there's some more technical issues that I would need to address. So, I played this on the PS4. I wasn't able to change the resolution size to fit my TV. Now, that could be a mistake on my part, but, you know, I couldn't find it anywhere. Another thing that caught my attention was that the camera was really floaty and hard to control, no matter what sensitivity I put it at. I played the original Life is Strange on PC with a mouse and keyboard, so I don't know if it was like that in the original. I sure don't remember the camera feeling the way it did with the mouse. Another thing, character models would snap into different poses right after scenes would change. I only noticed this at about the halfway mark, but once noticed, it's hard not to notice. Although this thing seems to be just a problem with most games like this as of late. By that I mean it's mostly a Telltale problem. Poor Telltale. Anyway, one final thing, the dialogue likes to cut out sometimes.
Yuck. Cliche much, AW and BW?
Just near the end of a sentence. It happens somewhat rarely, but it was very noticeable when it did. These are probably just nitpicks at this point, but I thought I might as well bring them up. Other than those, the gameplay was very good, with some nice new features. So, is Life is Strange Before the Storm Episode 1 worth your money? Well, it's a good start for the whole season. If you're a fan of the original game, then I'd recommend you pick this up. If you're new to the series and would like to get into it, this is a pretty good place to start. You don't really need prior knowledge to fully enjoy the game. So, all in all, Episode 1 is something I'd recommend you buy, but I'd wait to see how the rest of the season plays before going all in. If you have anything you'd like to say about the game, leave it down in the comments below. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit a little bit of that like button. It really helps. And, as always, I'll see you guys around. Bye!
Where did those stairs go?
Up?